goddamn thing. I
All right, we are live here at the Recplex in Des Moines, Iowa. Sorry about the late start for us. The game before us ran a little long, and so we were getting everything set up, and I forgot I have to log into the network, the public Wi-Fi here, and so that took a little bit of a delay. So we didn't even miss much. 14:04 to go in the first period. Today's game is your Quad City Blues JV versus the Sioux City Metro. If I call them something other than that, they used to be a different name. So you'll have to forgive me on that. All right, up to the point. Shot in on net, blocked down in front. Out to the blue line. Guile sends it down the boards into the corner. Munsterman in after it. Sioux City behind their own net. Up to the blue line and out. Spector battled for top of the slot. Shot. Wide open side of the net. Shot it just wide. So the Blues dodge one right there off the bat. Harkey in net for the Blues today. Up the boards, battled for. Back behind the Blues net. The Metros carry it. So these two teams played each other way early in the season. The Metros won both. 3-0 and 3-1. So there could be a good game here today. Over the stick of Spector. In at the faceoff. That shot on net, blocked down by Guile. Blues changed up. Alexander in on the in to support the defense. Oh, high hit along the boards. Kept in at the line. Nope, off. Karsten picks it up. Alexander out there with Karsten and Brock Carroll. Karsten's pass intercepted in the neutral zone. Into the corner, to the front of the net. Up in the air, Spector and Guile still out there on D. Brock Carroll's clearing attempt is off some skates. It's finally out into the neutral ice. The Metros turn it right back in. Come in with speed, top of the slot, shot. Blocker save. Metros pick it up, go back to the point. Miscue, and it's out. Blues changing up their D behind the play. Brock Carroll disrupts the pass at neutral ice. The Metros pick it up, top of the slot, shot low, stick save to the end boards. Place out there with Pruitt and Beckwith. Battle for in the corner, cut comp and Guile out on D. Beckwith picks it up, top of the slot, skates to the blue line, carries it out, sends it over to Pruitt. Pruitt wasn't looking, though, into the zone. But it's whistled down as offside. So, Blanc out there with Smith to his left, Mendoza to his right. Blues win the faceoff, dumped in. The Metros pick it up to the blue line and out along the boards. Sent in by the Metros. Smith back, picks it up. Heads behind his own net, over to Cutcomp in the corner. Cutcomp sends it back around. Nobody there. The Metros get to it first. Top of the circle. Across the top of the slot. Down the left wing. Shot towards the net. Knocked down by a Metro stick. Metros recover it top of the slot. And Cutcomp fires it all the way down the ice. This will be an icing. So it'll come all the way back to the left of Harkey. So the Metros getting the better of the play right now. The Blues struggling to get it even over the red line at the moment. Right in for the faceoff. He's got Drissel and Munsterman out with him. Sachesky and Gunnar Carroll on D. There's the drop of the puck. It's in the skates of Gunnar Carroll. Wright kicks it out, sends it around the boards. Munsterman picks it up along the boards. He looks, taps it up to Drissel. Drissel gets it around one player, dumps it in. Wright in after it. Hard on the forecheck. The Metros pick it up behind their own net. Up the near boards. Battled for. Munsterman picks it up. His shot from up high off some shin guards. Drissel picks it up below the goal line. Sent dangerously up the slot, but nobody there for the Blues. Wright on the forecheck along the boards. Pushes it into the corner. Still harassing the Metro player with the puck. Finally it comes out. But sent back in, and the Blues go for a change. Here comes Brock Carroll. Karstens and Alexander out there. Puck sent towards the, sent to the net, but Cody couldn't get his trapper on it. There was a Metro player right there. Metro send it to the boards. It's sent in. D-to-D pass, and the Metros have it right out into the Blues end. Brock Carroll picks it up, turns, chips it off the boards. Alexander can't control the puck. Shot on net. Steered to the corner by Harkey. Up the boards. Alexander over to Carson. Carson dumps it in. Chases after it. Behind the net. The Metros send it up. But not quite up and out. Finally, it's up to the red line. Guile out there with Spector. Giles pushes it up, and it's turned over along the boards. The Metros turn, cycle it back down below the net. Spector gets it. Nice job protecting the puck with his body. Up he comes. This pass to Brock Carroll goes a little awry. It's off a stick. It's sent back in. Mendoza picks it up. He heads behind his own net. The Metros intercept the pass. Bottom of the circle. Top to the slot right across the hash marks. Pass broken up by the Blues. Sent up to the point. Harkey sends it behind the net with his blocker. Spector, again, good job protecting the puck with his body. Blunk in the corner. Battling. Spector comes away with it. He's harassed. Loses control. Tries to send it around the boards, but through all the chaos, he comes away with it. Up to Smith. Smith takes a look, sends it over to Mendoza. Nice pass to the red line. Mendoza in the zone. He's got Blunk going to the net. Sends it to the net. Nice defensive play by Sioux City to keep the puck away from Blunk, who was crashing hard to the net. Up to the point. It bounces out. The Blues collect it. Mendoza backhands one to Blunk. Blunk turns it over on his dumping attempt. Puck bouncing around loose. Gets past Pruitt. It's in the corner. Off the stick. Pruitt picks it up. He takes a look. Chips it up the boards. It's a foot race. Beckwith is in after it. It's chipped around her and out. Place gets a hold of it. Beckwith picks it up at the blue line. It's carried in, but the Metros send it out. Cut comp. D-to-D pass to Price. Price, his pass to Beckwith, a little ahead of her stick. Battle along the board. It's Price and Beckwith along there against two Metro players. Still tied up. Kicked up to the red line. The Metros overskate. Beckwith can't get her stick on it in time. And the Metros carry it in. There's a shot. And glove down by Harkey. So we'll have a face-off to the left of Harkey. 7:31 to go in the first period. 0-0 tie. The Metros have registered 5 shots on net. The Blues have yet to register a shot on net. But the Blues are picking the pace up. Right out there with Drissel and Munsterman. Sicheski and Gunnar Carroll, the D. Drop of the puck. One back by the Blues. Chipped forward. Turned over in the face-off dot. Into the corner and up. To the point. Off the stick of Drissel into the opposite corner. Gunnar Carroll first to it. He chips it up the boards and out. It's off of Drissel's sticks, but Munsterman picked it up but couldn't handle it. Away comes Sioux City. Good work by Gunnar Carroll to get his stick in the way of that shot. At the blue line, it's kept in. Szczeski picks it up. Off the boards to Munsterman. Munsterman, he had Drissel in the middle, but he just let him a little too much. Nice poke by Munsterman to knock the stick off the puck of the Metro player. Over to Carson comes the puck. He's driven off the puck at the red line. Sioux City picks it up. Sends it back. In their own end, D-to-D pass mishandled. Alexander was on it, forcing the Metros to send one down the ice. So no icing. Battled for along the end boards. Pulled out nicely by Alexander. Sends it over just a little behind Brock Carroll, but out. Brock didn't know where it was. It was in his skates. Sent all the way back into their own end. Sioux City sends it up across the red line. It's chipped in, and Gunnar Carroll picks it up off the boards for his brother, but he was tied up. The Metros pick it up in the neutral zone. Carry it back in their own end. Blanc harassing the puck carrier. Still harassing the puck carrier. Across the red line and fired in deep. Gunnar Carroll first to it. It's battled for in the corner. Picked out by Blanc and sent around the boards. Kept in at the blue line. Carson gets to it. Nice backhand pass to Brock Carroll. Brock Carroll carries it in across the blue line. His shot. Whoa. That might have went in. The goalie, I don't think, was expecting it. It was a slow rolling puck. Shot from the point. Off Carroll's stick. No deflection. And the Metros come up the ice. Spector ties the man up at the blue line. Battles for it. Gets it out. Sends it up. The Metros come away with it. They like to cycle it back. Mendoza picks the pass off. He carries it in. Tries to shoot between the legs of the defenseman. The defenseman does a nice job of closing off the shot. Guile, nice stick. Then he gets blasted. It's turned over, sent in the Blues' end. Spector gets his stick in the way. Nice job by the Blues' young defense out there. Metros along the boards. Smith knocks it off. The Sioux City stick. It's sent along the boards. A little bit of confusion. And a shot from the bottom of the circle is easily handled by Harkey. And we'll have a face-off coming up to the right of Harkey. Both teams, or the Blues, changing up. Wright out there with... So Wright's getting kicked out of the face-off circle. Jersel in to take the face-off. They're out there with Munsterman. Price, who's moved back to D, is out there with Cutcomp. Sent around to Munsterman, but it's taken off his stick. Fired back into the opposite corner by the Metros. Up to the blue line. The Blues collapse on him. Away comes Drissel with it. Chips it around one man. He gets hit up high. No call. Tied up behind the net, but away come the Metros with it. They feather one up the boards into the Blues' end. Right back for it. Picks it up, circles, sends it over to Munsterman. Munsterman sends it over. Cutcomp picks it up at the red line, but it comes off his stick. Munsterman taps it off the stick of a Metro player. In their own end, they're playing dangerous. Price jumped up into the play. Karsten picks it up along the boards, pulls up, takes a look, shoots on net. There's a rebound. So far, I see this goalie has some trouble with anything low on the ice. Hopefully the bench is seeing it. So the Blues register a shot on net. 3:57 to go in the first period, back and forth action. So far, a scoreless game. Alexander out there with the face-off. It's one to the boards. Metro send it up, but can't control it. Finally, they tap it. Carry it out. Could be a breakaway. Oh, he loses control of the puck right at the hash marks. And the Blues flip it up to the blue line and out. Some good back pressure, I think, caused the Sioux City player just to lose focus of the puck. Turned and fired down the ice by Gunnar Carroll. And that'll be an icing, and the Blues will change up in their own end. Face off to the left of Harkey. You see Orr? He's not on the bench?
I see their backup. I don't know who that was, but I think they got a stick on it when they dived.
So Blanc out there with Mendoza and Smith. Guile and Spector back for the D pair. Puck won by Sioux City, sent behind the net. Battled for along the end boards. 2 Blues players, 3 Metro players. Still tied up, Metros come away with it. Send it back to the corner. Blanc's interfered with. Spector knocks it off the stick in the corner, ties it up with his skates. Blanc flicks it out of there, but the Metros send it back to the corner. Oh, dangerous play right in front, but Harkey in a good position shuts that play down. And we'll have a face-off to the right of Harkey. The Blues having a little trouble staying on their side of the face-off line. There's the drop of the puck. It's tied up in the circle. Spector comes away with it. Fires it hard off the boards. Smith couldn't get around the defenseman. Otherwise, he would have had a breakaway there. Nice play by Spector. Oh, but Giles got to look behind him. Good thing that went a little awkward. Carried in by Smith, but the puck came off his stick right at the blue line. Smith comes back, picks it up, cut comp out there with Price for D. Smith across the red line, carries it in, takes a shot. Hard low, and it's into the pads of the Metro goalie. So we'll have a face-off coming up to the left of the Metro goalie. So place out there with Pruitt and Beckwith. Metros win it back. Pruitt in on the forecheck, tied up. Sent up and out. So one-on-one. Price got beat by Beckwith. Good back check, got her stick in the way. Pruitt flips it out of the zone to the red line. Metro send it back in. Beckwith gets back, picks it up, flips it around to Price. Price flips it up and out of the zone. It's at the red line. D-to-D pass. Pruitt hard on the forecheck. The Metros lose control, but Pruitt fell down. Place keeps them curling back. Metros try to send it in. It's off of Munsterman, who's fresh off the bench. Over to Price. Munsterman pokes at it in the zone. It's out. But Price kicks it in. He jumps up into the play. But the Metros send it down the ice. Munsterman picks it up his side of the red line. It's fired up. Gunnar Carroll sends it up to the other blue line. The Metros pick it up, send it to the red line, and then dump it in. Driscoll is knocked down along the boards, but the puck sent up to him, then instantly knocked off his stick. Munsterman turns, sends it, but too far for Driscoll's stick. Driscoll in on the forecheck. The Metros send it up along the boards. Into the neutral zone.
1 minute remaining in the period.
So the puck flipped up into the Blues bench, so we'll have a face-off in the neutral zone right in front of the Blues bench. Looks like a Metro player might have come down hard on a knee or ankle. He's going off the ice. Hope he's all right. The Metros need somebody to come on the ice. So the Blues have Blanc, Mendoza, Smith out there with Gunnar Carroll and Brady Sacheski back on D. The one back by the Blues chipped up to Smith. Smith across the red line. Gets around one player, but loses control of the puck. Mendoza over there battling along the boards. It's picked out by the Metros. Kicked at. Mendoza sends it to the slot, but the Metros intercept. Click it up. Sacheski picks it up in his own end off the glass, off a glove. Smith tries to hit Blanc, but it's intercepted, well covered in the neutral zone by the Sioux City Metros. And sent down the ice. It's icing, but waved off. 18 seconds left in the period. Puck sent up. Carson intercepts it at the red line, just stands there, then gets bumped from behind. He fires it up, and it's in the zone. It looked like it was going to go out. 5 seconds to go in the period. They pull it behind the net, Carroll. And they wait. So the Blues play to a 0-0 tie at the end of one. So the Blues have to be happy with that. No early goals given up. A trademark of Quad City Blues hockey for so many years. So 2 minutes till the start of the second period. Stick around. All right, we're back for the start of the second period. Driscoll out there with Munsterman to his left and Wright to his right. Puck won by the Blues, but the Metros are right on it. Shot goes wide, glove side to the corner. Shot back in, attempt at a deflection. Szczeski in good defensive position to disrupt that attempt. Physical part of the game's picking up a little bit here early in the second. Back behind the net, Gunnar Carroll gets to it, just throws it up the boards. Jack Wright manages to get his body in the way and it gets it out. Gunnar Carroll picks it up over to Szczeski. Nice pass up to Wright. Wright's in, and he scores! So, let me recap that play for you quick. The puck came over to Szczeski. Szczeski looked, saw Wright in the middle of the ice up by the other blue line, sends it up. Wright goes in the zone. He's harassed by the two defensemen. They're pawing at his stick. He battles, gets the shot off, goes blocker side, wide, and scores to put the Blues up, but a score of 1-0 with 14:17 to go in the second period. Now the Blues have to protect the lead. Alexander out there with Brock Carroll and Carson. Alexander wins it. Carson gets it, throws it in from the red line. No icing. Alexander in on the forecheck. The Metros send it up the boards. Guile steps up, keeps it in, but the Metros come away with it. It's at the blue line, battled for. Still battled for. Brock throws it in a little deeper. D pass right across the dots. Almost turned over. Sioux City a little rattled. Karsten shot from up high, hits a bunch of people. Into the corner, taken behind the net, fired around by the Metros. Up to the point. It's kept in by Brock Carroll. Nice play. He sends it deep. Alexander comes around, chases the man out from behind the net. They cycle it back behind their own net. Looking to come up. It's kept in at the point by Spector. Spector fires it back down. Brock Carroll sends it to the slot, but Carson was a little high. And the Metro sent it down the ice. No icing. Sent up off Carroll's stick. Fired in from the Blues blue line. Spector picks it away from two Metro players, carries it up, loses control, but it's in at the blue line. Sent back out by the Metros. Carried in, but driven off by Blanc. Mendoza picks it up. Oh, that should have been offside. We got away with one there. Smith, nice little move. Oh, he had Blanc going to the net, looking for a redirect. Shot across the crease. Nobody there to capitalize. Price steps up from the blue line, sends it down to Smith. Smith, backhand in front to Blanc. All right, so Blanc caught the puck and dropped it, but if it had gone off his glove and in, it would not have counted. But it did hit the ice, but then the Metro's goalie managed to fall on it. So, face off to the right. Even the goalie's like, well, why wasn't that to the left? That's all right. Blanc in there with Smith to his left, Mendoza to his right. Price and Cutcomp back on the blue line. 12:40 to go in the second period. The Blues up 1-0. Drop of the puck. Blanc comes away with it, but loses it. Sent up and out. Blanc puts a nice check on the man. The Metros come away with it along the red line, carried in at the blue line. And whistled down for offside.
Assist on the Boston Blues goal is number 25, Brady Krzyzewski.
So, place in for the faceoff, wins it over to Pruitt. Pruitt can't control it. It's sent up the boards. DDD pass by the Metros. And that'll go for icing. So the Metros, firing it out of their own end, can't connect at the Blues blue line, and it goes for icing. So Driscoll in for the faceoff. Right out there with Munsterman. And Carroll, Gunnar Carroll, okay. He's lined up to the left of the faceoff circle. The Blues trying something new on the faceoff. Driscoll picks it up along the boards. Sends it over to Wright. Wright can't control it. Comes over to Driscoll, though. Driscoll circles, shoots one low. There's a stick in the way, though. Munsterman tries to get to it. And it's sent up and out. Oh, no offside. That was close. Shot by Munsterman. Blocker side. Saved by the goalie. Sent up the boards. Battled for. Up to the blue line. Sacheski can't keep it in, but sends it over to Munsterman. It's past Munsterman and in, though. Munsterman in. Reaches back. He's all alone. He's got Brock Carroll going to the... Oh, he lost it. He had Brock Carroll going down the slot off the bench. Gunnar Carroll battling along the boards. His brother Brock in there to help out. They chip it up. It's chipped back in. Finally, pitchfork back into the corner. Sacheski back to pick it up. 11:27 to go in the second period. The Blues lead 1-0. DDD pass doesn't connect. Comes down the boards. Brock ties the man up. Gunnar steps up. It's chipped back in the corner. Munsterman back. He's driven off the puck. Finally fishes it out. Sends it around. Gunnar Carroll picks it up the right wing off the boards. Trey Alexander gets it, but his no, they say it must have went off the Metro player. Brock in on the forecheck, causing havoc. Metros come around. Clearing attempt off Alexander, goes back behind the net. Up to Carson. Carson picks it up. Sends it right to Alexander. Deflected on net, but the goalie, there wasn't a lot on the deflection. Alexander paid for his attempted deflection, and the goalie had to make a quick glove save. But nice play by Karsten to send it over to Alexander right there at the hash marks in the slot. 10:46 to go in the second period. The Blues picking the pace up. Blanc out there with Smith and Mendoza. Spector and Guile back on D. Drop of the puck. Back to Spector. Oh, it's just under his stick. Back to the red line. DDD pass. Guile turns. Sends it back to Spector. Spector takes a look. Hits Mendoza. Mendoza across the red line over to Smith. Smith down the right wing. Gets it knocked off his stick, though. And here come the Metros. They got a 3-on-2. Guile disrupts the play before it even gets started. Nice play by Giles. He got back, turned around, and got his stick in the way. Smith picks it up. Sends it over to Spector. It's behind him, though. Spector gets to the red line. Smartly steps across the red line, fires it in around. Blanc over on it. They send it around. Nobody there. Driscoll off the bench picks it up. It's in his skates, though. Smith comes over to help him out. Nobody seems to want it. Finally, the Metros pick it up and carry it out. Across the red line. Knocked off the stick, but set back into the corner. The Metros first to it. Behind the net. Driscoll pokes it off. Cut swings at it. Oh, dangerous play. Sent across the crease. Cody down in a good position, but it could have trickled in. Battle for along the near boards. Munsterman. Smith gets it. Tries to hit right, but it's over his stick. There's a shot from the top of the circle. Bounces off a few things. Cody makes a good save. Oh! Those are always dangerous when your defenseman sticks in the way in the front. Finally, up to Munsterman. He's out across the red line. Chips it in wisely at the blue line, and the Blues get a change on. Price and Gunnar Carroll on D. Place, Beckwith, and Pruitt out there as the forwards line up. Place turns around, throws it up. Thank God two Metro players weren't expecting it. It went under their sticks and out. Chip back in. Off Price's stick. Gunnar picks it up. Sends it high off the glass. Pruitt picks it up. He's got Place. His shot, blocker save. Place picks it up. Fires it back at the net, behind the net. Pruitt on it. Turned, fired up the boards. Kept in. Oh. It's a foot race. Place comes across. Nice defense by the Blues. Team effort there. Blanc fresh off the bench, picks it up, carries it in. His shot right off the shin guards of the Metro player. Sends it around. Sacheski has to jump down. Sacheski gets drilled from behind along the boards. No call. Kept in by Smith, who jumped over Blanc to do it. Mendoza over for it. Sends it back to the corner. Smith picks it up. Sends it to the front of the net. It's loose. The goalie gets his trapper on, or gets his blocker on it, and takes the stoppage. 8 minutes to go in the second period. The Blues up 1-0. So Blunk in for the faceoff. Smith to his left, Mendoza to his right. Spectre and I believe Guile out there as the D pair. The Metros win it, send it around the board. Spectre over to stop it. Gets a stick and away. It's chipped high up in the air. Guile sends it up to the red line. The Metros pick it up, carry it in. Try to turn back to drop it to the point, but overskated the puck. Guile fell down. Oh, short side try right there. Dangerous loose puck in front. Cody in good position. Blunk picks it up, goes behind his net, and fires it up. It's knocked down at the blue line, but out. Smith in on the forecheck, disrupting the DDD pass, but the Metros get it up and carry it in to the Blues' end. Cut across top of the circle. Nice shot. Oh, it's deflected. So just like that, Metros tie it up. So the puck was shot harmlessly to the net. It deflected off the defenseman's stick. I thought it hit his stick, but it deflected off one of the Blues players. Bounced in an unexpected direction. Cody couldn't control it. I don't even think it got to him. It went to the side of the net. Cody wasn't quite sure where it was, and the Metro player just tapped it in. So we find ourselves with a 1-1 tie, 7:19 to go in the second period. Alexander wins the faceoff. Brock Carroll comes away with it, carries it in. Through a few players, takes a shot, and scores! And in and out of the glove of the Metro goalie. I thought he had it. He thought he had it, but it was in the back of the neck. So Brock Carroll, in a matter of seconds, puts the Blues back up by a score of 2-1. 7:10 to go in the second period. I told you at the beginning of the game, the Blues lost the first two games of they played this season against the Metros, but it was 3-0, 3-1. And as a team, we've grown a lot. So this is anybody's game. The Metros, though, always, Sioux City, always a good program, always good teams. So the Blues have to work hard. This will not be a gimme. As we just found out, anything can happen. Pucks go towards the net. Oh, that's a bad turnover. So a bad turnover to the top of the slot. And another fortunate bounce for Sioux City. So the Blues working hard to get their goal. Sioux City, two pucks thrown to the net, bouncing off everything in sight and going in. Did that hit one of our skates or one of theirs?
I think it hit off us again.
Yeah, I think that was one off of one of our players' skates. So 6:51 to go in the second period. The score 2-2. Place Pruitt, Beckwith out there with Sicheski and Gunnar Carroll back on defense. Puck battled for along the boards. Gets past Beckwith. Gunnar steps up, puts a body on somebody. Sicheski picks it up, turns over. Beckwith gets to it, chops at it. Still bouncing around. It's into the neutral zone. Grayer picks it up just across the red line. Sends it into the corner, chases it behind the net. Still battling. It's finally picked up and carried out. Across their own blue line to the red line. Into the Blues end. Around one player, backhand across. Ooh. Again, the luck that the Metros have been having, I don't blame them. I just throw everything at the net. Fired in. That was another knuckler.
Go, Jack.
So, back to the action. Puck flipped up into the neutral zone by Spectre. Wright comes away with it at the red line, carries it in, makes one move, gets around another player. Oh, but then overskates it. He almost got through three guys. Puck sent along the boards, battled for, thrown up, glove down and out into the Metro bench by a Metro player. So faceoff comes out to the center circle. Blanc out there with Smith and Mendoza, Spectre and Guile for the D. 5:33 to go in the second period. It's a 2-2 game. Quite the barn burner. Your Blues went up 1-0. Then on a fluky play, Sioux City scored. Speaking of fluky play, the Blues are now up 3-2. A shot from practically from the half wall at the top of the circle, hits the goalie in the shoulder, bounces in the air, flutters around, lands behind him, trickles in. That's definitely one you say that goalie wants to have that save back. So the Blues are now up by a score of 3-2, 5:25 to go in the second period. Yep, there's a whistle. Wasn't fairly dropped. So when they say matter of inches and anything can happen, we've seen 3 goals go in that were not typical in the manner of how a goal is scored. So the Metros control it. They're not going to go away. Sent back to the D. D pass up high. Finally, a shot on net that Cody could see and came right at him, and he made a stop. Cody's probably like, everybody move. Get out of the way. Don't stand in front of me. Just let him come to me. I'll stop him. Alexander out there with Karsten and Brock Carroll. Cutcomp and Price on the as the D pair. So dropped unfairly. I believe Sioux City should be getting tossed. Yep. So the Sermon's throwing out for Sioux City. Drop of the puck. Battle for still tied up right on the dot into the corner. The Metros come away with it. Oh, dangerous. Oh, another dangerous play. And the Metros. So the Blues, who played really, really tight defensively in the first period, have come out and scored 3, but have given 3 up. There's another one, loose puck through everybody's skates. Cody was in a good position. It just snuck under his blocker arm. But it's kind of, again, one of those plays. Metros capitalized on it. So we have a tie game with 5:03 to go. I feel like I keep saying the same time. There's the drop of the puck. Metros come away with it. Driscoll out there with Munsterman and Wright. Sent up across the red line. Szczeski knocks it down with his skates. Still not in the Blues end. Right back. Finally carried in. Szczeski disrupts the play with his skates again. Driscoll in on it. Shot blocked by a stick across the ice. Sent up to the point. The Sioux City player fell down. Gunnar Carroll. He tries to send it up to right, but it's in the skates of a player. The referee in the way, hindering the Blues. Gee, I'm shocked. Puck up and out to Driscoll at the red line, taken away by the Metros. Chipped up. Szczeski up in the way of that play. Munsterman back, picks it up. Sends it over to Gunnar Carroll. Gunnar Carroll sends it up, but behind everybody, so that's going to go for icing. But they didn't skate. They got to skate for the puck. They should have waved it off. The 3 Metro players all stood and looked at each other. Oh, well. So, face-off all the way back to the left of Harkey. 4:10 to go in the second period. Score tied 3-3. Blunk in for the face-off. He's out there with Mendoza and Smith, Guile, and Spector as the D. Pops up in the air, taken down behind the net. Pulls up, turns back, tries to go to the front of the net. Guile falls down to the side of the net. Dangerous play, guys. This is how you've been scored on 3 times. Puck put along the crease. Finally, it's up to the half boards. Down to the corner. Blunk gets to it. The referee, having no idea what his positioning is in the way again. Sent up. Mendoza sends it to the point. It's flipped back down. Smith, or not Smith, Guile fell down, but he's back up. Blunk battling in the corner. The Metros, this putting a little pressure on. Finally, Blunk comes away with it. Sends it off the ref, who's in the way again. Tied up in the corner. Blunk comes away with it. The Metros are changing. Here's a good chance. Blunk tries to set a stretch pass off the glass, but well defended by the Metros as usual. They get down to the hash mark, send it down into the corner. 3 minutes to go in the second period. Oh, this could be dangerous. Down below the goal line. Sent in front, but Blunk gets a stick in the way of it and sends it behind the net. Mendoza picks it up, makes a move, sends it up to Smith. Smith across the red line with it. He's driven off in front of the Blues bench. Both teams change up. Alexander in on the forecheck. He's out there with Brock Carroll and Karsten. Carson reads the pass, disrupts it, takes a long shot, deflected into the corner, chipped high up into the air. Top of the circle. Price gets a stick on it, knocks it back down. Carson picks it up, sends it back down to the corner. Brock Carroll, who had the third goal for the Blues, sends it up. Carson can't control it. It's battled for. Finally, it's sent out. Battled along the boards. Carson sends it slowly in. D-to-D pass. 2 minutes to go in the second period. The Metros carry it. And offside. So the Blues get a little bit of a break there. Metro coach down there not looking too happy, talking to some of his forwards. Or maybe it's a D-man. Nope, talking to the defenseman. A little animated. Blanc out there with Smith. Mendoza to his right. Sachesky and Gunnar Carroll back on D. Metros win it. Sachesky picks it up in his own end. Goes D to Carroll. Gunnar sends it over to Blanc off his stick, but it's in the Metros end. They fire it around. Smith gets over to it, picks it up off the half wall. Gets around one player. Sends it to the front of the net. Oh, almost gloved into their own net by a Metro player. The Blues send it back to Smith. It's taken off his stick, but a dangerous play. Smith, if he had his stick down, would have picked that reverse play off. Sent up. Blanc does a good job. Kicks it up. It's sent out of the zone. Mendoza can't get to it in time, though. Gunnar gets to it, but he can't chip it out. Blanc comes back. Circles. Sends it around to Smith. Smith. Oh, dangerous play. He tries to do a deflection pass, but Mendoza wasn't coming to the ice. The Metro player was. A little bit of hooking. Of course, that guy won't call it. Sent in wide of the Blues net. Sent up the boards. Drissel battles along the boards. The Metros come down to the corner. Some good battling in front of the net. It's tied up. 42 seconds to go in the period. Finally, the Metros control it, but their pass sent up. It's flipped out by Mendoza. Right in on it. Oh, the Metro player dives, makes a nice play to clear it away from right. And turned over in the neutral zone. Drissel, though, it's taken off his stick. Flipped up by Sachesky into the air and down. That'll be icing. 15.6 seconds. You don't really want to ice it. But just because of the way the Metros have scored their goals, you don't want to bring that puck back in your own end, because if it gets close, it could bounce off of a water bottle and go in at this point. So the Blues, after a slow start, picked it up and have battled tooth and nail, actually having the lead several times. One by the Metro, shot towards the net. Cody saves it to the corner, 13.4 seconds. Sent around to the opposite corner. 10 seconds to go. Fired up to Smith and out. This could be icing the butt. Mendoza all the way up the ice, picks it up. But he couldn't do anything with it. And we'll go into the third period tied 3-3. This is a winner take all. Win you go on, lose you go home. So we'll be back in about 15 minutes for the conclusion of this exciting hockey game between the Quad City Blues JV and the Sioux City Metro JV. All right, we're back for the third period. Drop of the puck. The Blues come away with it, carry it in to the Metro end, but it's sent right back out. Szczeski turns, fires it in on net. Big rebound given up to the corner. Mendoza to the corner and on it. But the Metros come away with it. Can't get it up the boards, but to the point and out. Gunnar Carroll back, looking over his shoulder, picks it up. Heads behind his net. The ice a little wet out there, so players want to be careful. Smith battles, gets it out, steps around. Tell you what, he's done a really good job of that, getting around the checks and pins along the board today. So deep in the Sioux City end, up to the blue line. Szczeski gets the stick in the way. The Metros pick it up. The Blues are changing. Driscoll out there with Munsterman and Wright coming off the bench. Szczeski and Gunnar Carroll back for D. It's fired in. Szczeski goes for a change. Guile back out. Around the boards. Off the skates and stick. The Blues keep control. Munsterman sends it to Wright. Wright, top of the slot. His shot off a stick. Goes to the corner. Munsterman picks it up at the face-off dot. Battled for in a crowd. Going towards the net. Backhand. Oh, nice try by Munsterman. Turnaround shot. Another nice try by Munsterman. And I'm losing my voice. Guile keeps it in. Sends it down to the corner behind the net. Munsterman after it. Flips it up the wall. And the Metros managed to get it out. Spector sends it back in deep. Behind the net, it holds up. Wet ice again. Right turns, gets on it. Brock Carroll out there, gets a stick in the way, picks it up along the boards, sends it in on net, deflected. Blocker side to the corner. Up the board, Spector keeps it in. He's tied up along the blue line, though. The Metros come away there, but Brock Carroll, again, who's having a hell of a game, sends it over. Oh, just off a Carson's stick, sent back to the point. Guile gets it. His shot off some skates. Alexander smartly sends it back. Spector, who was deep, picks it up to Brock Carroll. Oh, he flips it in the zone, but Alexander wasn't looking for the puck. Flipped out over Brock's stick. Sent in off of Spector. Spector sends it back. Stop me if you heard this before. At the red line, bounces around. The Metros pick it in, finally carry it in. 12:28 to go. Oh, dangerous play. Bounces up in the air. Harkey has to bat it away with his blocker. Out to neutral ice. Chipped in. Guile tries to glove it down. Misses. Spector has to hustle back. Picks it up. Sends it up. Place gets it, but he can't get it any further. Beckwith, she gets her body in the way. It comes out to the red line. Fired in. Wide of the net. Beckwith over to it. She picks it up. She's tied up. Battled for. Place kicks it up. Beckwith, it's past her stick, but Place comes away with it. Sends it up off the boards to Pruitt. Pruitt sends it in deep. On the forecheck, Beckwith in the corner. It's pulled up. Pruitt back there. Beckwith gets it. She looks. She's tied up in the corner. Metros, it comes out to Pruitt. Pruitt gets it to Place. Place sends it down to Beckwith. Beckwith sends it back up the boards. Place, it's off his stick at the top of the circle, and Price picks it up at the red line. Oh, Price turned right into the Metro player. Harkey picks it up, sends it around. Price picks it up. He ties it up. Blunk, Mendoza, Smith back out there. Cutcomp takes it, looks, sends it around to Mendoza. Up to Smith at the blue line. Smith turns, sends it cross ice. Price, who's way up, jumps it, but it's off his stick. Sent back by the Metros. D-to-D pass. Cutcomp turns. He misses Smith. But Blunk and Smith hard on the forecheck. It's fired down the ice, and that'll be an icing, giving the Blues a good opportunity to face off, come all the way back into the Metro end to the right of their goalie. 10:55 to go in the third. The score tied 3-3. Does this have a makings of overtime? Only time will tell. Blunk out there with Smith and Mendoza. My son just rolled his eyes at me. Up to the point. Gunnar Carroll sends it back in behind the net. Blunk in on it. Rubs the man off the puck. Picks it up, turns, fires one low. The goalie has to make a quick reaction save. He was in good position, but good turnaround shot from the boards right at the hash marks by Blunk. Hoped you liked that little video we ran at the end of the intermission there. My wife put that together. Hopefully we'll have more stuff like that coming along next season when I figure out how to use the software better. Drop of the puck. Tied up. Metros come away that flip it up to the blue line. It's knocked down by Wright. Gunnar Carroll picks it up, sends it over to Munsterman, but it's just behind him. Sent into their own end by the Metros. They try to send it up and out. It's off a stick, but collected by the Metros at the red line. Top shot, top of the circle. Harkey makes a nice save. Looked like it handicapped him a little bit, but it ends up in his glove, and that's all that matters with 10:22 to go in the third period. Your Quad City Blues, 3. Sioux City Metros, 3. Next goal could be the winner. Both teams want to press for it, but no team wants to make that mistake and give up an easy one. Sachesky sends it around to Wright. Wright sends it back behind the net. Sachesky. Oh, it bounces out. So again, a fluky goal. Did that bounce off of something?
Bounce off the boards.
It bounced off the boards and came right out to the side of the net. The D had evacuated thinking it was going around. Harkey never saw it come out front. The Metro player was right there, and the Metros are up 4-3. So, again, a fluky goal for the Metros. The Blues are going to have to tighten up, play smart, and it's still wet behind the Blues goal. Shot deflected high over the net. Harkey put his glove up, but then let it go. Brock Carroll sends it across the ice. Too far behind Karsten. Alexander in on the forecheck. Fired in wide of the net. Oh, Cody, don't put your stick out like that. Guile skates into the puck. Karsten gets it. It's behind everybody off the boards. Brock Carroll picks it up, chips it around one player. Chases after into the corner. The Metros come out across the red line to the blue line. And offside is the call. Drop of the puck. The Blues chip it up into neutral ice. It's sent across to the near boards. The Metros get to it first, carry it into their end, D-to-D pass. Sent up. Price intercepts it, but Smith was offside. He had to tag up. Metros take it behind their net. Mendoza in on the forecheck. Comes up the boards. Turn around. Who's standing right there, kept it in, but sent it right back to the Metro player. And it's carried into the Blues end. Blanc puts a shoulder on the man, temporarily drives him off. Mendoza blocks it with his shin guard. Sent up the boards, but not out at the blue line. Price getting in the way. Pins the man to the boards, and Smith comes away with it. Chips it in, goes around one player. Puck down below the goal line behind the net. Smith falls down. The Metros send it up along the near boards to the blue line. Through cut comp. So Price turns it over right at the blue line. The Metros pull up top of the circles. Top of the slot pass. Backhand. Wide. Nobody watching the back door. The Blues send it out to neutral ice. Munsterman can't handle it. Drissel in on it. He chips it off one player's stick. It's weakly sent to the blue line, then chopped out. Gunnar Carroll back. He's with Chesky. His pass intercepted almost. Drissel battles back to get it. Gunnar sends it out again. Munsterman knocks it down. Oh, he had Wright going, but he waited a second too long. Puck bouncing around dangerous. This is where the Blues get in trouble. Wright gets it around one. It's a 2-on-2. He's over to Munsterman. Munsterman, his shot goes wide. Gunnar comes down, overskates the puck. Drissel carries it out. Pulls up at the red line. It's knocked off his stick right to Wright, but Wright can't control a man coming off the bench. Well, they must have said it hit somebody on the bench. So whistle, face off center ice. Alexander out there with Karsten and Brock Carroll. Tied up. Pitchfork back between the D. Spector and Guile. Spector picks up, chips up to Karsten. Karsten picks it up across the red line. Fires it in on net from just outside the blue line. The goalie waits, covers up. He'll take a face-off to his left. The Metros leading by a score of 4-3 on a fluky play the Blues would love to have back. 7:13 to go in the third period, but so far a very exciting game. Even contest. Alexander wins it back. Spector tries to send it down the boards, but waited a second too long. It's still up along the boards by the blue line, battled for. Finally, the Metros come away with it. Oh, it's a 2-on-1, but Spector gets back. Oh, nice play by Spector. Gets his stick in the way, disrupt that dangerous play. Battled for along the end boards. Walked up the wall, dropped back in a cycle. Sent behind the net. Spector picks it up. It's off his stick, though. Karsten sends it to the point, but it skips over his stick and out. Karsten puts a big hit finally on a guy. Whoa, the return hit. And it's offside. Oh. Amos, no, it's offside. Karsten gets it, sends it across the red line in the zone. Alexander in on it. Brock Carroll gets to it. Skate that puck, boy. Goes to the front of the net. Alexander right there, but the goalie covers it up in time. So we'll have a face-off to the right of the Metro goalie. Place Beckwith, Pruitt out there with Cut Comp and Price as D. All right. There's the drop of the puck. Comes up to the Metros, but D pass by the Blues. Sent it down below the net. At the point, Pruitt, Cut Comp battling. Still battling. Place gets it, but his attempt to throw it in deeper is off of skates. Beckwith gets it, turns, backhands it in. The Blues go for a change. A D pass by the Metros. Pruitt can't get his stick on it. Smith off the bench, though. Picks it up, turns, fires it in deep. Blanc, Mendoza out there. Goalie comes out and plays it behind the net. Up the boards. Smith attacking behind the play. But 3 Metro players down there. They're really giving no space and time. Up to the point. Price shot high. Almost above the glass. Turnaround shot right on by Blanc. Goalie sends it behind the net. It's out front. And cleared up, but Price picks it up at the red line. His D pass is way behind Cut Comp. Cut Comp sends it back right on the stick of Price. Price overskates it. Oh, no. Here's a dangerous play. Harkey makes a nice save. Price comes back, picks it up. Sends it over to Smith. Smith sends it over to Blanc. Blanc turns, fires it blindly. The Blues have to settle down. Too many blind passes. Too many giveaways. No penalty there. Of course, nope. Price has it in his own end. Sends it up the board to Mendoza, but pass is stepped in front of. Comes back. Gunnar Carroll picks it up off the boards. Just too far for Drissel. Right. Oh, Drissel picks up a turnover. Takes a shot. Oh, and it's in between. If Wright had gone to the net, he could have poked that in. The goalie didn't have it trapped. It was in between his pads. So Drissel with Wright and Munsterman. Sachesky and Carroll, the D. Puck up in the corner. Tied up. Drissel forces the man into the boards. Metro send it to the center of the ice, carry it out, across the blue line, try to drop it back, but Wright's in a good position. He disrupts it, sends the puck to the middle of the ice. Chesky pokes it out of the zone. Wright gets his skate in the way. Around one player, around another, he loses it. Drissel picks it up, takes a shot, goes wide. Up the boards, Munsterman comes away with it, turns, shoots. So the Blues are putting some shots on. 3:52 to go in the game. Things are getting tight. The Blues have to press, but they also have to play some good defense. They can't be too risky yet. Alexander out there with Karsten and Brock Carroll, Spector and Guile, the D. Drop of the puck. Metros win it back to the end boards. Up the boards they go. Karsten battling. Carroll over for it. Spector gets it. His shot goes wide. Kicked that by one of the defensemen for the Metros. Up the boards. Guile gets a stick in the way, though. Brock comes out. Shoots it from the blue line. It's off about 3 players. All the way around. Spector sends it. But it's onto the stick of a Metro player. He's around one player. Up to the red line. He feathers it in. Sioux City goes for a change. Guile picks it up. He can't handle it. He's pressured right away. Kicks at it. Alexander comes away with it. Pulls up behind his own net. Doubles back. Tries to send it up to Brock, but he's hassled. Short side shot off the outside of the post. Brock tied up. Alexander picks it up. Nope, that wasn't Brock. That was so Brock carries it up. Sends it across the line. Spector jumping up into the play. It's sent out. Blanc battling along the boards with Spector. Spector trying to fish out. Finally does. Carries it in. Pulls up at the blue line. Takes a shot. Oh, just wide. With Brock Carroll going to the net, so even a rebound would have been a good scoring chance coming up. Puck sent behind. Cutcomp gets to it. Sends it back to his own red line. Blunt picks it up. Somebody's got a broke stick. He lays it down. It's Cutcomp's big stick. Puck down in the Metro end. Shot along! Oh! Puck came out in front of the net, and Blanc was right there, and as he went to slap it in, the goalie slid that pad over and got it just enough in the way. 2:11 to go. The Metro's up by a goal, scored a 4-3 in an exciting game. Everything we wanted outside of the score for a Blues game.
Just flick it. Just flick it.
Yep.
That has to be the late game. You can't just throw the puck out. You can't just chuck it out the front. Like,
What's that?
it has to be the late game. You can't just throw it out. It has to.
So I believe the Blues took their time out. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
So far the Blues have given the Metros everything that they could want. The Blues have given a good accounting of themselves. Unfortunately, on another fluky play, a puck thrown around the boards to go behind our own net bounces off the end boards oddly, comes out to the side of the net. Harkey, who thought it had cleared around behind him, was looking the other way, and a Metro player who was there all alone because the other D had gone, expecting the puck to come all the way around the boards to collect it, taps it in. 2:11 to go, though, and the Blues have had a couple good chances, so we could tie this up. We could look at overtime. So Blanc, Smith, Mendoza out there with Gunnar Carroll and Sachesky. Drop of the puck. Into the corner it goes. Blanc comes away with it, but he's ridden off. Into the corner, he collects again. He's hit hard again. It's sent up the board. Chesky pinching down along the hash marks. Nobody seemed to know where the puck was for a second. Metro send it out and down the ice. No icing. Gunnar Carroll picks it up. 1:49 to go in the game. Sent up the ice. But the Metros are expecting that long stretch pass. Smith has it. He shoots. Oh, it deflects off something wide. Wrap around. Goalie was down, but I don't know where the puck went. Shot in on net. Blocked down in front. Sent down the ice. Goalie pulled by the Blues. 1:24 to go. Sachesky has the puck in his own end. He's pressured. D-to-D pass. Gunnar patiently skates it up to the red line. Sends it in just behind the net. Mendoza in on it. Driscoll in on it. Metros try to send it up hard along the boards. Battled for it right along the hash marks. Body's getting knocked down. Puck loose. Fired in. No! Sam Blanc! I believe it was Driscoll. Taps it over on his backhand. Blanc tees it up. Puts it in with 58.2 seconds to go in the game. The score is tied 4-4. With the goalie pulled, the Blues have tied the game up. Let's see how both teams react. There's the drop of the puck. The Metros collect it at their own blue line. Send it back into the own end. D-to-D. Driscoll in on the forecheck. Sent up center ice. Right, drop this stick. It's sent in on net. Spector, nice job getting over there and using his body to deny a scoring chance from the Metros. Now picked up. Munsterman carries it out. It's poked off his stick into the Blues' end. Spector comes away with it. Across the red line, 27 seconds to go. His shot, and he scores from the blue line! I cannot believe that! For all the fluky goals that the Metros got on us, too high in the slot have gone by the Metro goalie. 23.7 seconds to go. The Blues are up by a score of 5-4. And the Metro goalie looks dejected. He's looking at the bench. Coach for the Metros. The Blues should line up. Don't give them. They didn't call a timeout. The Blues are wasting time. They need to get over there. They're giving the Metros time. Oh, now there's a timeout. So the Blues should have went over there and forced them to use that timeout sooner. The Blues gave them about 10 seconds of extra time to get their wits about them. The goalie comes over. You know, he's feeling bad. So, what looked like it might be some overtime with Sam Blunk's heroics. Amos Spector steps up, picks the puck up, carries it across the red line, sees he has room, carries it just across the blue line and tees it up and sends it home. But 23.7 seconds to go in hockey is an eternity. So
Dump it and keep it in their zone and try to get another one.
yep. If I was the Blues coach, that's what I'd be telling them. Just get it to the red line, throw it in, make them bring it out. Keep throwing it in. Don't let anybody behind you. Because you know, as soon as that puck gets in our end, they'll be pulling their goalie. Blunk, Smith, Mendoza out there with Sicheski and Gunnar Carroll back on D. Drop of the puck. The Metros win it. They already show signs of pressing. Send in the zone. Sicheski turns, tries to send it out, but it's tied up along the boards. Mendoza comes away with it. It's a 3-on-1. Empty net. He shoots. He scores! The Blues caught the Metros changing up. The goalie was almost to the boards. Mendoza picked the puck up, turned, got to the red line, smartly waited to get across the red line, fires into the empty net, and the Blues are up by a score of 6-4. 9.8 seconds to go. I hate to say it. The game's not over. So, Place out there to take the center ice face-off. Pruitt to the right, Beckwith to the left, Sicheski and Gunnar back. Pruitt wins it, or Place wins it. Pruitt chases it in, sends it around. 3 seconds to go. 2, 1. The Blues win their first playoff game of the season against a very talented and good Sioux City Metro team. Talk about excitement. 6-4. Every time the puck went towards the net, you had to hold your breath in this one. All right. Are you guys after us? All right. Well, we can't hang around to enjoy this with you people. We got to get out of here so the next team can set up. So we'll be back tomorrow for another exciting game. Thanks for tuning in. Nope, click it off.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em